Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Jake here from the Everything Buckeye Nation show. Big news day in Ohio State athletics. Wanted to bring you the latest. Both head coaches, Ryan Day and Chris Holtmann, had press conferences today, so I wanted to just quickly go over a few of the things these guys talked about. Let's start with football. Ryan Day met with the media about, 10:30, 11:30 or so this morning. Really just previewing the spring game, of course, this Saturday, 12 noon at the Shoe. Tickets are only $5 and they're going quickly, so get yours now. Ryan Day really talked about how he wants the spring game not to be some huge event in terms of position battles and how that is all decided. He said we're not in a rush to name starters and that the spring game itself is really just a piece of what goes into that decision-making process. He doesn't want spring practice and preseason and the fall practice to be two completely different things. He wants it to all kind of run together, and we'll see where things shake out at that point. A couple spring game updates. He said it's not going to be full go. They're not going to be tackling, really. He said it's going to be a thud game. Thud. Basically, they're just going to wrap up. I don't see any tackling happening here, and I guess I understand. You want to keep everybody healthy, but it's football, so you want to see a little bit of tackling too. But that's all right. It'll just be nice to see our guys back out in the scarlet and gray on the field in the Shoe. He mentioned that it's going to be good versus good, meaning starters versus starters, and then the backups will play against the backups. A lot of guys will be switching teams. So there's not going to be, one team versus the other necessarily. They're not going to have that kind of mentality. So it'll be interesting to see. There's going to be 10-minute quarters. So still 4 quarters, but they're going to be 10 minutes apiece. First half is normal. Second half, they're going to go to a running clock. So it'll be over pretty quickly. I can't imagine they're going to have a full-blown halftime either. Really just a glorified practice in Ohio Stadium. When asked about guys that were stepping up, young guys he was really impressed with, Coach Day mentioned true freshman wide receiver Garrett Wilson. We've been talking a lot about him over the past few weeks. Excited to see what he can do in the Shoe on Saturday. He'll be wearing number 5. And then on defense, he mentioned defensive backs Shaun Wade and Josh Proctor. Josh Proctor, a good fit at that safety position opposite Jordan Fuller, with Brendan White playing the bullet position, sort of an outside linebacker, strong safety hybrid. So great to hear that Josh Proctor is doing well. Shaun Wade's fantastic. He can play anywhere in the secondary. Excited to hear that. And then he had a couple interesting quotes. I want to get these for you about Ryan Day and about Matthew Baldwin and Justin Fields. Coach Day said Matthew Baldwin has shown he's committed to being a Buckeye, and that's not contingent on whether he wins the starting job. Quote, really impressed with the way he goes to work every day. He's a Buckeye, and that's important. That's really important to our team. And then Coach Day on Justin Fields, his physical traits are tremendous. Just in terms of his size, his ability to move, he has a strong arm, but also he has good intangibles. Both of those are from Dan Hope of 11 Warriors. And, I don't think he's going to be naming a starting quarterback anytime soon. So good to hear that both guys are doing the right things on and off the field. Quickly, we'll end on some basketball news. Kaleb Wesson has announced that he's going to enter the NBA draft. Now, before you freak out, it's okay. He's not going to hire an agent. He's going to work his way around it so that he's eligible to play next season for Ohio State. So really what he's doing, he's just testing the waters, okay? It's a new rule that you can do in college basketball. Go through the pre-draft process. Go to the combine, do this, do that. See where you stand, see what you need to work on, find out from the scouts what you need to do to get to that next level, and then go back to school and play another year. So I think it's a really good decision for Kaleb Wesson. I don't think he'll be drafted if he decides he wants to go to the NBA this year. I think he's just going through the pre-draft process. Nick Ward, another Columbus native who plays for Michigan State now, did this last year. Okay, he wasn't going to be drafted, but he went through the process, found out what he needed to work on, and he had a heck of a year. And he got hurt near the end of the season, but still a great year, and I think that's going to be very beneficial for Kaleb Wesson. So before I sign off, big shout out to the Blue Jackets. They start the playoffs tonight against the Lightning. Going to be a tough task, but hoping the boys in Union Blue show up and play hard. They always do, so excited for them. Go Jackets. Go Bucks. We'll talk to you soon. OHIO.